y'all. I made it on time. Almost. Look at me. I'm getting back there. I'm not ready for work yet, and I haven't started to get ready for work yet, so I can't stay on long. I just came to say what's up, and I'm happy that I finally got on here on time, kinda, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I had yesterday off. I did absolutely nothing. I didn't leave the house at all. I just stayed in my bed and minded my business and kept going with what I was doing for the day, which was nothing. Um, I did watch Beyond the Gates yesterday, and I have some thoughts. Okay, well, let me tell you about it first, then I'll give you my thoughts. The Gates, Beyond the Gates, is in a place called Fairmount, and it is about a black family. You have Vernon and Anita. They are the parents. They have some children. They have two daughters. I believe a son. I'm not sure quite yet. But where Martin comes in, that's the guy. But they have two daughters named Nicole and Danny. Nicole is the oldest. Danny is the youngest. Danny is very much coddled by the family. You could tell she's the black sheep, but yet she's coddled, especially by Daddy. Nicole doesn't like that, and you could tell Nicole doesn't like that. Um, Danny recently just got divorced. She found that her husband was sleeping with a family friend, and now her husband and the woman Haley, who is the family friend, are getting married. Haley is the family friend because she is her niece's friend. And it makes no sense because even my sister said this. What doesn't make sense is Haley doesn't look like she could be in the age group as Naomi. And Naomi doesn't look like she could be Danny's daughter. Neither of the girls look like they could be Danny's daughter. But maybe that isn't the point. They, as long as they play the role well. Um Again, Danny's ex-husband is Billy. He seems to be a detective and or a police officer of some sort, maybe a little bit higher up. He has on a suit and he has his own office. And he can make things go away with just one phone call, which is what he did, which shows that he's probably a dirty cop. He made something go away for this man named Wayne and his son named Terry. Not sure if those two characters are going to be important later, but I learned their names just because of that. Wayne went to Billy asking him if he could help something, if he didn't want the Overtons to press charges against his son. His son has a bright future ahead of him, okay? They didn't show who the Overtons were. I'm not sure if the Overtons will turn up later on, but that's the name for you. I tried to learn all the names, so that is important and able to carry along. Um, so another thing to know is Danny has a friend. One of the white characters on there is her white friend named Vanessa McBride. She's a real estate, and she happened to sell the house to Billy and Haley, Danny's ex-husband and his new wife. Now, because of client, privilege and all of that, confidentiality, Vanessa could not tell Danny or the family right away. So as soon as she handed Haley the keys, right after she told her, "What do you think you're doing coming up here, living in here, trying to take my girl's husband, and I would live in the same community as her? Like, what is wrong with you? No one will ever give you the time of day, and you is gonna have a hard time living this life up in here, just so you know." She a good friend. She laid it out to her. But as soon as she had heard her keys, she went and told her and the family. And the moment that she told the family, Haley walks through the door, right? This is where Karen Huger comes in, y'all. She got her debut. So when she comes in, after Daddy don't calmed her down, because remember, Daddy coddles her. Daddy don't got in front of her, like, baby, it's going to be okay. You need to stop worrying about him and all that. It was the first time Daddy had smiled within the whole entire episode, right? So when Haley comes in, and Haley's a beautiful woman, and she walks in with her hair beautiful, her print, oh, just happy because she head over heels that she about to get married to her love, and she's trying to have the best, positive moment right now, even though she don't took somebody's man. But anyway, so as she's walking through the door, the moment Vanessa told Danny and the whole entire family, because the whole entire family is sitting in this lounge at this restaurant wherever they are. Vanessa McBride comes and tells him, look, I couldn't tell you because of confidentiality, but girl, I just gave the keys to home girl and your ex, so just so you know. In that moment, that's when Haley walked in. So she walked Danny. She walked up to Haley. She was like, "Oh hell no!" You know how that is. You know, oh hell no. She walked up to little Miss Haley and was like, "Oh, you will not. What you ain't gonna do. You had a not a nerve to wanna have your wedding at the country club. Now you think you about to come up in my community that my family built up and live here happily ever after with my ex husband? Oh hell to the no." She gave her the best soap opera slap. I mean, right across the ear. Haley still can't hear in this ear right now. I promise you. That's how bad, how hard that she hit her. Thank you for like number one and thank you for like number two. I appreciate you. And this was the very end of the episode, and the whole time Danny is talking to Haley, cussing her out about having a lot of nerve to do this, that, and the third, while the family looking on in the back. You can see all of these facial expressions that Karen Huger is giving in the show. I mean, she is giving them, and she's not looking directly at the camera. The camera is at her back, okay? And she's like turned to the side, listening to the commotion going on between Danny and Haley. Yeah, so you see her face, and she is giving face, girl. She did what she had to do. And at the end, when Danny slapped Haley, um, Karen had a whole entire line to say, welcome to Gates, whatever, welcome to Gates, welcome to the Gates, basically. It was great. It was a good episode. Now, here's some other things, some supporting people you may need to understand. There's also a white couple in there named Ashley and Derek. Ashley and Derek are besties with Naomi, which is Daddy's daughter, okay? One of Daddy's daughters, all right? Naomi and Andre, that's his name, Andre Richardson. He happens to be a photographer who's between jobs right now, but he's here to do some work for Aunt Nicole, which is the other daughter, Daddy's sister, the other daughter who's very jealous of Daddy and the family coddling her, even though the family always talking shit about her. All right. But anyways, Ashley and Derek. Ashley just had her first day at Garden Memorial Hospital. It's her first day. And Derek, though, made her breakfast in a apron with no shirt on, took her to work, said he picking her up from work, all of this stuff, right? So he drops her off at work. She goes in on her first day, and here comes Andre, Naomi's husband. Now, before they had all came to the hospital, Naomi said that she had a gift for Ashley. They're friends, right? So Andre's like, what did we get her? So I guess they're friends with her. And so he drops off the gift to the hospital. I guess he had time. He ain't got no job, Tommy. So he drops the gift off to her, and it got a little bit inappropriate the way he was talking to her, talking about she's the lovely Ashley or the beautiful Ashley. Something he gave her a compliment, which goes to show that there's going to be something going down between Andre and Naomi's husband and white girl Ashley. Now, I told you she got a boyfriend named Derek. They've been together for 2 years. So, and I don't know, Derek don't look like he is that kosher either. Because once Derek finally put on clothes and he put on his bad boy suit, talking about black on black on black with the black leather jacket and the scruffy beard and everything, he don't look like he, could be too faithful. But, neither here or there. He may just be. He says he loves her and he couldn't live without her. So he might not, and that just be the turmoil that he goes through when he finds out that Ashley messed around with her best friend husband. It's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. It's really, really good. It's a soap opera, so it's gonna be coming out every day. I am not going to be able to watch it every day, but I am going to be skimming through it, keeping up on it, keeping tabs on it, and let y'all know what's going on. But all in all, overall, on the first episode, I would say it was good. The characters are good, the storylines are good. I feel that it has a lot of potential to go somewhere. If it stays on, I feel that the characters will get into the characters more, and it will be a fabulous show if they really stick to it. And I hope they do. It's really good. It represents black people so well. It really, really does. The the ambiance, the blackness, the fashion, the music even. It was just really good to watch my people not fighting, being ratchet, throwing hands, getting it. It's scripted, so the ratchetness is what we're here for. It's scripted. It's not real, but it was really good. I really, really, really enjoyed it. Really, really did. Yeah. So that's that for that. What else did I say that I wanted to talk about real quick? I know I want to touch on Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, y'all. So y'all know recently Dr. Heavenly though stuck her foot in her mouth, which she usually does, and she went on to talking about men, and I don't know why, because you don't know nothing about him. Besides, you got one, and we ain't sure what he doing with you. That's either here or there. But she goes on to talk about men and how gay men. Thank you for the third light. And she goes on to talk about gay men and how they're not able to basically be strong men and be able to get in somebody and, fight or stick up and all of this stuff, making men look weak, making gay men look weak. All right. And Dr. Heavily, she always sticking her foot in her mouth. And I feel she has gotten away with it so long because the girls on the show allow it. There are some girls on the show that just coddle the fact that she does that because, oh, that's just Heavenly. No, 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 no. When is someone really gonna let this woman know that she cannot just say whatever that she wants to say? I just don't understand it. So after she said what she said, a lot of people had a lot to say. And, a lot of people was as talking to Funky Diva. Shout out to Funky Diva. Funky Diva went on a whole entire rant last night on his channel for about a half hour talking about Dr. Heavily, women in general, how gay men just do not feel safe around us. Safe as to the point where he made a perfect example. He said, there's 7,000 people in my chat right now, and I guarantee you 5,000 of you I will probably have to talk to, just like I would talk to Dr. Heavily had I had to give her a piece of my mind. And I understood what he said, because if he had came out and spoke and said anything to Dr. Heavily, everyone will be checking for him to do that for the next and the next and the next, and that's not that's not his role. That's not what he is here to do. He said he has learned to navigate as a gay man and how he has been thought less than since he was 3 years old. And he said, guarantee you there are so many women that are in this chat that will come over here, sip my tea, get all this information, key with me, and do all of this. But they would go home and whoop their son's ass if they came home and they was me. And that spoke volumes, because that is true for a lot of people. That is very true. And it just goes to show, we got to do better as well. We take so much from the gay men, the LGBT community, their slang, their everything. And a lot of us, I feel the same way. Not I, but you know what I'm saying. And no, we don't speak up and speak out for the gays as much as we should, I feel. And a lot of us will go behind closed doors and talk to each other and be like, you know, it's still a stigma. It's still a stigma. And honestly, it's going to continue to be a stigma in the black community, no matter what. And he kept saying, I am a gay man first, besides anything. I thought he would have said a black man first, but that is his life. So it just goes to show that even though we do come up, we may represent or whatever, behind closed doors, how much do we really? Because that's when the real us comes into play, behind closed doors. Because we know to put on the front in front of the world for whatever we have to when it comes to put on the front in front of the world. But behind closed doors, how are we really? And that's what that is about. And that's real. That's real. That's real. So, sorry, I slept directly under the fan last night. I don't know what's going on. As cold as it is here still, as soon as I put the covers up over me for about an hour, I just get hot. I need some cooling blankets. I need some cooling gel pillows. I need that cooling effect because I'm at that age where the body is just hot and sleep. I'm getting too old, y'all. The junior is slightly getting senior, all right? Slightly getting senior. Almost. Almost. Yesterday, my back was hurting. My lower back. My lower back ain't ever hurt, even when I was 100 pounds bigger. Why is my back hurting? Huh, is it the age? That's how I'm feeling right now. It is still a little tender, so I'm about to take a Tylenol on the way out the door before I go to work. Baby, it's not working out for me today. It's really not working out for me today. But anyway, y'all know that Politics for Dummies is tonight. Okay. And we are going to get through that as fast as we can. I will let y'all know last week, if y'all didn't come, it was a long ass one. Trump and Elon has been in their bag, honey. It took me 2.5 hours to get through everything Trump and Elon have done the past week. So tonight we will be going over Trump's fourth week tonight and all of the things that has happened. Last night was Joy Reid's last show. Her show had been canceled, and she did her last show last night, and she went out gracefully. That is how you do. Black women, we just know how to do the damn thing, no matter what. Point blank, period. But she went out with grace, and she looked beautiful. She was in purple. That girl was looking too good on her last day. You couldn't tell her nothing. But it was a great last episode, and I wish her the best. And I can't wait to see what she does next because she is destined for great things, no matter what. Um, but she said what she said, and it was beautiful. And afterwards, Rachel Maddow's show came on right after that, and she had this beautiful speech that she did. I'm actually gonna post it on here, but I did post it on my TikTok. Um, but she spoke volumes into the fact of Joy leaving and Alex Wagner not coming back also. Um, I know one time I woke up in the middle of the night because I still had my TV on, fall asleep with the TV on for a little bit, and that bitch Joy was on, who was taking the slide. I was like, ugh, I don't even want to watch. So I turned the channel because I didn't want to give her a rating. Yeah, I'm not, yeah. I haven't even watched the news on politics since Trump has came in office, and I don't plan to for the rest of the 4 years for as much as I can, unless there's something specific I'm looking for. Yeah, I'll just catch it on TikTok the way I have, or on Instagram, and bring it to TikTok. Anyone who is into it, I do push all political stuff on my TikTok. I don't put much on my Instagram, but I do all of it on my TikTok. And I also started my prison letters from Bobby yesterday on my TikTok. It is my series that I'm doing where I am reading my letters from my ex best friend who turned it is now my ex boyfriend. Um, Yeah, when he was in prison doing his stint, and we was together, all his love letters, whatever, that I saved. I started reading them on TikTok last night. I read my first one, and it's weird because I haven't read these letters since I read them the first time. I never went back and read any of the letters. So it's kind of weird to go back and read them. So if you're into that, it's over there. And I'm going to try to do it over here and explain in detail more about the relationship to give y'all context of what's going on. Because, oh my gosh. Whew, that is why I'm still single to this day almost. One of the reasons. One of them. Y'all know the real reason. But anyways, yeah. So I'll be doing that probably on Thursdays since Love and Marriage Huntsville is over. I'll be doing that on Thursdays now. Yay. So thank you for the third and fourth like. Thank you for the third like and thank you for the fourth like. I'm sorry I did not catch those. But yes, is love letters from Bobby. What I am going to do though is I am going to put there's two parts to the first letter. Cause TikTok only lets you do 10 minutes and at 9 minutes and 30 something seconds. I'm like, oh, I am not gonna finish this in 30 seconds. So I did the second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to entice y'all by putting up the first part of two. One of two. If y'all want the rest, y'all gotta go to TikTok or come back Thursday where I'm going to read the letter all the way through without stopping if I can. Then I want to read the letter again and give y'all inserts of what is what and why what was this said and all of that stuff. And then if there's any backstory to anything. It's kind of a healing thing for me, I guess. So then I'm ready to get these letters out of my life, you know. So yeah, so let me get on out of here, y'all. So I can get ready because I have not get ready. I see I'm still with this. And I got about 30 minutes to get out the door. But whew, believe me, y'all, I am really going to get it. I'm get Saturday. Saturday. I promise y'all Saturday. Just gotta look at me like this for a couple days, okay? Just for a couple more days and I'll get myself together. Okay, I promise you. Why water? Drive slow. You never know. You never know. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. I will see y'all. Excuse me. I will see y'all tonight for Politics for Dummies. And hopefully we can get through it quicker than 2.5 hours. Because 2.5 hours was a lot. And other than that, I will see y'all for prison letters from Bobby. Um, that is not his real name, but I'm not about to put that man's real name on there. So just so you know, just so y'all know, and especially because I know family members do follow me. If y'all do plan on listening to letters from Bobby, just know that they are letters from Bobby, and he was in prison at the time. So some of the things that he wrote can be a little explicit. So if you want to hear that side of my life, just so you know, I'm warning you to my family who may be watching. So letters from Bobby. Yes, I will be dropping the first video of because I told you it's two parts. I'm gonna drop the first one to entice y'all. And then Thursday, now that I am no longer doing Love and Marriage Huntsville, I will be doing prison letters from Bobby on Thursdays. And I will, like I said, I will read the letter in whole. Then I read it again and get the context and the backstory of everything. This is my therapy to get them out of my house. And then I'm gonna burn them. Then we're gonna have a burning session. We're gonna when it gets nice out, we're gonna go out in the back and we go burn, baby, burn. Burn after reading, okay? Yes, that's what we're gonna name that whole entire line. Burn it after reading. So yeah, check that out. I will drop that video when I get to work at 1. So I will see y'all cats and kittens tonight for Politics for Dummies. Um what is Tuesday? What comes on tonight? What comes on tonight? I don't even know what comes on tonight, but we're definitely watching, right? Oh my goodness. I caught up with Married to Medicine. Speaking of Dr. Heavily and all her BS, Dr. Heavily and Married to Medicine, period. Look, if she wasn't there, Greg was about to get that ass whooped, okay? He was about to be in that water sleeping with the fishes because King was about to be all over him. It was no hope for him. It was going to be a problem. It really, really was. But that was intense. That was a lot. I'm glad that they did go because there was no reason they could have stayed on that trip and it would have been kumbaya. No way at all. But all right, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Go to my black job. I will holla at y'all later on tonight for Politics for Dummies.